all these niggas sound the same, to be honest. Only thing differentiating one from another is allegations. Like, I read this and I confused. See, I'm not even speaking right. I read this and my ears were kind of fucked up my eyes, because I really didn't understand why this is coming from this person. But understandably so, I actually was pissed off about it, because I feel like in this state of the underground, that's really one of the worst statements you could say, and you have to be in such a small echo chamber to believe this. I know personally, the niggas I listen to, you know what I'm saying, they don't got heavy allegations on them and shit, but the sound in the underground is very unique and diverse at this point. You have niggas like Bullyman, you have niggas like Two-Face Delon, you have niggas like Netspan, Osama Son. None of these niggas sound the same. None of these niggas sound like Thug and Cardi. Everybody wants to say, oh, these niggas are Cardi and Thug clones, and these niggas are just straight up ripping off. But Osama Son is copying these niggas in terms of aesthetics. Osama Son's sounds nothing like fucking Cardi. Nine Vicious, a nigga that she's probably talking about this in this tweet, sounds a little like Thug, but he can separate himself through the ad-libs, through his vocal patterns. The nigga sounds different. He's not a one-of-one copy. If these niggas were one-of-one copies of mainstream artists, my nigga, they would probably be mainstream too. But that's the reason why they're underground, is because they do different shit. Now I will say, just because you do different shit doesn't mean at all that you're good at doing different shit. Look at a nigga like DC the Don. I can say his sound is probably way different than a lot of niggas in the underground, but to me, that nigga's ass. Hey My Land, another nigga in the underground who's way different than everybody else, but to me, that nigga's ass. Bullyman, a nigga who sounds way different when he's actually rapping, and that, to me, that nigga's tough. Because it's so many different sounds that it might not hit for your ears, but it's gonna hit for another nigga ears. So if a nigga comes to me and says, all these niggas gonna be the same, who are you talking about, gang? Like, you might be talking about Pretty Fun with the baby voice, trying to be like Shay. No, nigga, he made and created that sound with Shay by prodding for him. So I don't understand who are the clones. Like, I listen to underground, like super low underground niggas that sound like Net and O, but they don't really get the respect audience that would even garner a take like this. So I really want to know who K3 is talking about in this tweet. If she's talking about 9, I don't really understand that. I feel like every nigga on this planet is somehow, some way gonna take a form of inspiration, and that doesn't automatically make you a clone. I think certain niggas are clones. Like Tana, that nigga was cloning Thug for a minute, I can't lie, because the nigga was making fast food underground music. But that was a good transitional artist for niggas to enjoy the sound more, so I'm okay with that. So my thing is, bro, there is really no clones in the underground like that really get hype and really get beastie audiences, bro. You can't build a core fan base without having a diverse or a unique style in the underground. It's not gonna happen. You might get like maybe 10K listeners if you're a clone. You might get like 20, but you're not ever gonna reach that 50K plus if you're just another nigga, because they're not gonna come to you for that sound. They're gonna come to another nigga that's actually perfected it, or is actually working on that for a longer time. So all in all, what the fuck is K3 talking about? And just because you scream in your songs doesn't make you unique. K3, you're a very beautiful woman. I have a huge crush on you. You know what I'm saying? We should take and let's go out to dinner and shit. But I will say, your sound is not unique at all. If you want to talk about anybody being a clone, K3's flow is literally a devolved 2022 Slump 6S flow. Like, when she fucked that nigga, she basically soul warped that nigga's music talent out of his body, and he hasn't made a classic since he's fucking broken up with her, gang. It's a crazy world we live in, but that's the truth. So all in all, the niggas that are calling people clones and calling people like they need to diversify their sounds, you need to as well. K3 made that one singing song and thought that made her a musical genius. Slow that down. Holy shit.
I let my chain talk to, ain't gotta say nothing.